Singapore is known as a modern country with many cultural specialties. Hi everyone, today I'm going to share with you some information to explain that Singapore is a unique and cultural country. When I hear about how beautiful of the traditional culture of the country, I did some research to get more knowledge, which is useful for me. So first of all, I want to share with you about the culture aspect. Second, I will to let you know more about the unique communication behavior, and lastly, I update about the current event of Singapore. So let's start with specific information. I did the research on the Culture Realm website, which is have in the section titled Singapore is that Singapore is one of the world's three independent city-state. Singaporeans enjoy constitutionally guaranteed freedom with worships. That's why Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism and other religions just take a small part over their population. In Chinese New Year is the largest celebrating of the year, which is begin of the day that new moon of the calendar, the lunar calendar. Moreover, their dining style is a feature of Singapore culture. The popular food for snack time and tea time or po pia, which is the spring roll filled with the shredded turnip, bamboo shoot, shrimp, and pork. Moreover, it's gonna be Chinese bao, which is steamed buns, cookies, and tropical fruit like pineapple and mangoes. When guests are present, they normally leaving a little bit food behind the dishes that tell the host that they have been well fed. If not, the host will think that they not make enough good food. Moreover, Singaporeans dine out often. That is why the service charge is always included in the bill, and tipping is uncommon. So I have told you about the culture aspect. So let I move on about the unique communication behavior of Singapore. According to the GEO hosted on the page What About Singapore last update in 2010, Singaporeans' lifestyle is individualism. They normally build up a new relationship based on the uncertainty avoidance and long-term orientation. In individualism societies, people are supposed to look after themselves and their direct family only. In collectivity societies, people belong in groups that take care of them in exchange for loyalty. In some of the formal situations, many other Singaporeans consider bad luck or impolite when a person shakes one leg while sitting. For example, touching another person's head or using finger gesture like pointing is considered rude. One beckons by waving all fingers of the right hand with the palm facing down. So lastly, I will to tell you current event of Singapore. According to a recent article searching for 10 missing launch of Singapore after U.S. destroyer tank collide by Norman Scott, published on the 21st August 2017, an international air-sea rescue has been launched in water of Singapore for 10 missing U.S. sailors after a collision between the guide Mr. Destroyer USS John S. McCain and an oil tanker. 7 crew members were killed in that collision, and significant damage to the hull refused in flooding to nearby compartments, including crew bedding, machinery, and communication rooms. So I mentioned for you more specific information about Singapore, and I hope you guys can get more knowledge if you have any plan to research on it. In conclusion, first I told you about the traditional information. Second, I give you about the communicate notification, and lastly, I updating about the current event of Singapore. So I think, in my opinion, Singapore is an interesting country that we can take time or take a plan to visit them to get more experience about it. Thank you.